What's up, guys? It's your boy Jamaica here, coming at you with the final deck tech of Season 6. This is HyperWave, the conclusion of the Hypergenesis saga of Season 6. I started this deck tech series in Season 6 with Hypergenesis. It was one of the most um, hyped up cards of the season, and I think I've been really in the forefront of evolving this archetype, and it's only appropriate that I end with it, the last deck tech of the season. So, we started with just putting a bunch of big idiots on the field, wearing to tread. I love that deck, actually. I love that card. And then as the meta shifted to counter spells, I had to do something different. So the Feldar Guardian Parallax Wave combo was shifted in there, along with Guy's Revenge, which is now on the sideboard. And now we're kind of like shifting back into Mono Red, just kind of being on top. It's been around a lot. A lot of different decks are really viable. So I think Hyperwave is the better version of the Hypergenesis build. Like the Hypergenesis builds are still pretty good. There's like one guy that's been doing well, just because a lot of people just become unprepared. And when you just become unprepared, that's when the deck kind of beats you. But this is like the best of both worlds. It's not like the super best Hypergenesis deck, but it's still good at like holding its own. Not much has changed since like the last time I really played Hyperwave. The mana base now is actually all 8 of the fast lands. The white fast land, care, along with Crystal Vein. Those are all just like really good. I had like Scrylands for a while, but I realized that just going faster was just better all the time. Just let like the cards just kind of like come as they may. So I only have 4 Scrylands and Temple of Mystery. Still got the 8 Cascaders, Hypergenesis right here. Feldar Guardian, Parallax Wave. It's its own little combo. For a while, I actually cut Pierce Strider from my deck for a while. And actually, I've circled kind of back to like another wave, just going infinite, which is Skillion. A big deck right now is the Mono Black Aristocrats deck. Really just one guy playing it, Ribbons a Night, but he's really good with it. And you need kind of ways to pick off small creatures. And this is really expensive, but there's no other good way of doing it in kind of the Bant shell. Like, you can play red cards. I actually did look at red cards just early before this deck tech. There's Warmonger, or like, basically just red cards, basically, and it's hard to cast. So, Triskellion's kind of my thing. Also, you can combo it with Feldar Guardian. It does come into play with 3 counters every turn, so you just kind of keep shooting them 3 damage a turn. Libraries is full 4 of. Drowner of Hope has supplanted Guy's Revenge main deck as a kind of the catch-all kind of thing. It's really good. It's actually just really insane. You can also go infinite with Feldar Guardian, so that's also really. But no, I've been really impressed with this card. I thought this card would see more play, but I guess I'm the only one just like really seeing that. And the Magic Sphinx, Borgin Hellkite combo here, and there's also Alter Ego. There's one over here with some lines over there, but there it is. Sideboard, it's pretty much the same. 3-planar Outburst, just a hedge against Heroic, which people were saying, or even I was saying, how Heroic is such a bad matchup. But then I looked at the numbers, and I'm like, I might be wrong here, but I'm at least 9-4 against Heroic builds with Hyperwave, or just Hypergenesis in general. So maybe it's not that bad of a matchup, but it does help your kind of just aggro matchups in general. So I want to keep the 3 player outbursts in there. If I want to play the 3rd outburst, I'd probably play the 5th Signet. But then you kind of get to this point where like you're just doing nothing with all your mana, other than just playing gigantic Altered Egos. Like I said, Guides are mentioned the sideboard now. There are still control decks. There's just less of them, and it's just a better like kind of like free-in sort of thing. So, Elvish Piper, Prophet, still amazing. Those are all just amazing cards. Still, this whole deck is still pretty amazing, and I'm really sad I haven't like played a lot of it. Which kind of brings me to my next kind of point, or just kind of like the shift. I keep saying this. I've said this like every season, but I want to shift like kind of like where the deck techs kind of go. So, now that leagues, the PaintDrivenMagic.com leagues are all the deck lists are hidden now, I'm gonna use those more for the deck techs, just more of the fun decks and just decks I'm trying out. Because a lot of times here I would just like jam just new decks into the tournament scene, just kind of like lose, and I didn't really like that. As a player, I like winning. Obviously, I'm a competitive guy, so I want to use the tournaments for more just like actual, just like spiking and just getting tickets because it's free and you get tickets to win. So you'll see a more shift in that. So you'll see more deck techs, the new deck techs of just like league runs, and then tournament VODs of just like me trying to win more. I think that's what you guys want. You want to see me win. You want to see the hero win, right? So we're gonna try to get a win here. There's also leaderboards that the thing about too. So if I win this tournament, I will be in the leaderboard, or at least place well. I'm not really sure what I need to do, but I'm sure if I win, I'll be like in the middle. So we're gonna go for a win here, and I think this gives me the best possible chance. I have a ton of good decks, but I think this is just the best deck, especially for me against other people. So, like I said, this is the last tournament VOD. It's been my last tournament of Season 6. Next video you'll see here will be Season 7 content, starting with the rotation party that will happen Friday night, or early morning, whatever you want to call it. 3 a.m. Eastern, 12 a.m. Pacific. That'll be the next rotation, but I'll have a stream up a couple hours before, so like my stream will start 1 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific, so set your calendars. That's going to be Friday from now. I think it's the the 19th, or the 18th of your whatever, if you're whatever on your West Coast, whatever. So anyways, I'm gonna do it. We're doing that stream. We always do that every year. It'll be a lot of fun. So yep, HyperWave to go. We're gonna start a tournament in about 20 minutes from now, so I'll see you in round 1.